want to just do the appeal like I did last time, saying, hey, look, like I've been using, I mean, the other account I've been using for years, just legitimately, and they obviously just said nope. Like I don't even know if they read my message. Um, so I'm thinking if there's any way for me to, stay using crypto on Twitter, uh, a regular appeal is not going to work. I'm pretty sure they just have like a new law. Feels kind of like personal attack. No, no easy in crypto is allowed. Um, so yeah, I think maybe if I could get like a petition, some kind of Twitter petition or something, and get like a bunch of people to either like sign it and I send that in with my appeal, and maybe like see if people will like, tweet the petition too or something. Maybe I could like get through to someone where they'd actually look at it and say, okay, there was this account that's been around forever, Easy in Crypto, and then all of a sudden a bunch of new ones came on the line that were breaking the rules. Instead of just banning them outright, maybe take a look and I'm sure other people have had impersonators. It's not like the first time anybody's impersonating accounts here. So you would think that the original legitimate account could be like appealed. It just didn't work. So I don't want to do the appeal right away again on this account. It's like fill out this form, sign out and fill out this form. And if I do that, I'll probably just lose it again. So trying to think of a way to maybe keep that around. Hey, Jose, Louis, baby in the house. Luther Ray, great to see you. Joseph Tiger. Of course, we got Dragon. This little spirit house. Jose, feel free to pop up. Yeah, I don't know. It's like Louis, of course. I'll throw you an invite. Anybody, everybody, if anybody wants to say anything, just feels like maybe it's like forced non-paid
Probando,
vacation.
sonido, sonido. Uno, dos y tres.
Oh
Hello,
yeah,
Easy, do
we
you
got
hear me?
copy, loud and clear.
Hey, hey. Happy Monday. We have a rainy Monday here. I have some alpha I want to drop from the beginning because I see Louis
Noise.
here. See a couple of cool peeps around and looks like it's working. So
Cool.
um, here's my Warpcast cast. I'm looking for likes in this cast, and you will see that the first word I have is a hashtag retropgf. Using that on the purple channel, that is where I send the cast, makes you like part of, like you are able to receive a piece of 10 ethereum they have to support public goods. So if you have been making some impact on web3, you can share your previous impact with that hashtag on that channel, and you can get some tokens on your way. I'm looking for engagement there, so if you can send a thumbs up or an comment, any engagement, I will appreciate it. And yeah, I'm seeing a couple of interesting stuff in that corner of Web3 Warpcast, and yeah, like tons of opportunities to get grants and stuff.
Nice. Yeah, love to see it. Definitely. My forced vacation on the socials has kept me a little bit out of touch of it. This is pretty cool. I'm going to pop over there. Okay, I did like you give it a retweet, just haven't given it a comment yet, which I'll give my full attention here after the show.
It's
That's cool.
basically, yeah,
4 ETH. That's a nice
uh,
little prize pot.
no, 10 ETH,
10 ETH. That's an even better prize pot.
10 ETH. Yeah,
Dude.
so I received a message from a bot. I think it was a bot, and the bot told me, "You are earning rewards in the Octane Ads Purple Retroactive Public Goods Funding Round. Keep track of your rewards here." And it sends me to a frame that calculates how much ETH I will claim in 10 days from now. Right now, it looks like it's 0.24 ETH, which I think it's insane
Ooh,
for a couple of
wow.
likes you can get. But of course, that has a trick, and is that the people that can give you the like must have GLM tokens locked into Octant. I think that you and Felens has some of these tokens. I was able to channel some of that on your way. And we
Nice.
were planning on having James from Octan here one of these days, but I was in the middle of
Yeah.
getting into the jungle, and I don't know if you were able to reach out to him where I was not around.
Pretty much just to postpone because while you were in the jungle, I was losing my job and my Twitter accounts and all that. So, yeah,
Oh,
I
fuck.
did reach out, but pretty much said that, timing for it was going to be like the day you got back. So I said I think we should push it a couple weeks, which should be anytime in the next few weeks, so we can circle back around and plan that. Definitely want to get the full deep dive on Octon.
That's great, and I think that they are so looking forward to that. They are looking for people to engage on the community and know more. And I know that our community is super quality, so I think that we can also get some GLM tokens for Dragonade, Trisley, Spherical Art, and I don't know who else can be there that day. But I think that if we do a cool call to action to all the OGs, we can drive some funding into them, and basically is for get to use the Octant platform, where basically if we make a project, thanks to that funding we can be able to fund it like super big funding. Like uh, they gave me around $200 worth of tokens, and per every $5 of those tokens I'm able to give 200 bucks to the projects in matching funds. So you have a lot of impact that you can do through it. I think that we can get to know how to use the tech for this 1 2 rounds, and then maybe we can pop up with something that can be of interest and that we can fund by our GLM tokens locked in. I see Felons wanting to come by on the stage.
I just threw him a invite. Yeah, that's really cool to have this new kind of funding, both the info and alphas, but the access seems like what they're building can actually work. And we've been talking about these types of things for years, and it's been tough for people to work out systems to where it doesn't get botted out, and that the funds actually go to people that are building cool shit. So it's really dope to see these things being built and being able to
Yeah,
participate is
and
even
the
cooler.
Hey guys.
you know that when I was, hey felons, how have been? Happy
Hey,
Monday.
Well, I had to. Once Easy popped up and said he's going to start something. Well, hello. Hi. So good to have you both back. Yay.
woo! All we need now is a train horn.
Uh, you know,
Hey, hey.
it's going to be different because the electric trains are starting to run. I don't know if you
No
Ah,
knew that.
way. Oh,
Yeah.
end of the era, dude.
ah.
Well, they're not going to be as loud rolling, but they'll still have horns. But they're both
Good. Oh,
they're still, you know, gonna honk, but it's gonna be a different sound.
different horn,
Yeah, you'll hear
possibly.
potentially. It
Man,
sounds
I
a
don't
little.
know.
Ah,
You won't be
People
able to
might have
I don't
recognize
know
to.
me
how to feel
anymore. Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make a petition to send to the train yard. We need our classic horn. I mean, electrify, that's fine, but keep a horn.
I know. Well, I'll just have to play it. I've got. I won't tell you that. Okay.
Oh yeah, thank God. Oh man, well, cat's out of the bag now.
It's been fake all along, didn't you know? Anyway, hey, yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens with Octant too. And there's So yeah, see what we can pull off.
How did the how about the rewards from the like last round when we were clicking the old button there
What old
with
button?
with was it the earlier, was that the Octant? There was no, there was the other
That was given.
the Giveth, but then what was the one that we were tapping for while you were in
Oh,
the
right.
jungle? Artisan. That's what I
Artisan.
was
Right.
wondering.
Right.
How did
Oh,
yeah, I was wondering how that's all kind of, because I remember, you got ranked and stuff, but I think it was going to be a little, they still have to like verify and do all that. So I was just wondering how that was going.
um, I think that we still on the um, como digo, that's still like on pause. Yeah, looks like in 15 days the project is going to be able to receive matching funds. So by the moment, I have been encouraged to keep going on like sharing it to get more people like applying to buy an artifact in 15 days. And at the moment, it's like paused on my side. I know that in 10 days, I think I'm going to be in the quadratic funding of Giveth in the Giva Palooza, where they are giving quadratic funding funds on base network. They have around $20,000 to give among projects. That's pretty the most like upcoming thing I'm looking forward to, and yeah, and 4 days after that quadratic funding, we will have the artisan one, and I'm curious to see how we will go. I don't know how that mechanics work. I know that the Giveth quadratic funding, it will be like a tiny one in terms of matching funds. I know they are doing this quadratic funding in order to try new mechanics they are implementing into the platform. Looks like they are changing the percentages of give that each donor receive or out of their donations. Looks like per every donation you make, you remember that you receive like 70% back easy.
Yeah.
You looks like now you will receive like a raffle ticket, and they will choose five persons from all the donations made to give them some really big prizes. So there's less
That's
opportunity to
interesting.
get. It's interesting, right? They are wanting to do it to see if that incentivizes people to make more donations. But that also created a lot of different feelings and thoughts on the community. Uh,
Y- Yeah, like dividing it more equally versus trying to make it more of like a contest. Yeah, it's hard, I could probably lean either way on a certain day. Um, but yeah, it's cool that I think it is like it's cool, it's interesting that they're trying different things to, that's how you figure out what works best. So maybe they go back to some sort of in between where you get a quarter of your donation back and give backs, and the other, like, 50 or 75% of give back rewards go into this, spin the wheel raffle or something like that.
I would love to see some point in between. Some people doesn't like that because the core values of Giveth so far have been um, Co is telling
Well,
me
to
here
support.
some information about the raffle ticket. Actually, Co is
Oh,
telling me
cool.
that
Well,
you need like $5 donations in order to get a ticket, and you have a better chance if you donate to the projects that have a higher boost in the give boost. So
hmm.
yeah, I don't know how it will work.
Yeah, I
Thank you,
mean,
Co.
I think definitely having it like weighted towards people that are giving more to get more rewards is important. I don't think it would be cool if somebody that gives $10 wins all the give backs when I gave $100 or something, you know. So there could definitely be some like animosity feeling, or it could feel like, you know, oh well, now people are just, you know, donating to try and get the reward instead of donating out of like the goodness of their heart or something. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I think that's interesting to try different things and kind of mix it up. Um, what would be great would be to get people an easier you know, sign in, because I think we do lose a lot of people in the giveth passport step.
Yeah, yeah. They are also changing how they will get projects verified. Maybe Co can tell us more about it and about hand protocol. I'm curious to know more about that. I have been talking with him behind the curtains, but I would like to check it out with him now that he's on stage. Welcome.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, welcome. Big
Thanks,
welcome.
thanks. Thanks, Jose. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, DVouch is their new decentralized mechanism for essentially verifying projects, right? So instead of just one person going through and verifying all these projects manually, it takes a lot of time. Ashley or Wild Wanderer, she's done a lot of work, and other people have had to step in a few times, and it's a lot. Um, in fact, like we just got verified with our project, even though I was talking to her about it, it still took a while, and the page is still not updated. But so devouch is essentially the whole decentralized way for us to vouch, right? Currently, the only way to for if you're not a badge holder on Optimism, which is like a big governance thing, um, then you can actually go, you know, like y'all said, Gitcoin Passport. It's a very difficult onboarding stage for some. I've actually just onboarded like 9 or 10 people to Gitcoin Passport and then to devouch, and it's tough for some. Others it's pretty easy. But yeah, to be able to attest on devouch or devouch for people, you have to mint your passport on Optimism. So at the very bottom of passport.gitcoin.co, it says bring passport on chain, and you click that, and then it'll pop up a side window and have several chains and Optimism at the very top. Click that, and then you can vouch for projects.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, maybe even drop a link to that in the old chat here. Or oh no, I
No
don't want to
doubt.
get you banned.
Oh
But
yeah,
maybe
thanks.
send it to Jose. Well, it would be like a timeout. But yeah, that's super
I'll do
cool.
a
And
time.
it isn't very hard to like do your Gitcoin passport. It's more just the I think it's the mental state of like, you know, really it's only going to take a few minutes, but it can be a little overwhelming, especially if you're not you know, kind of used to how these Web3 dongles work and whatnot. So yeah, for onboarding, that's great to have a kind of quick optimism um, badge that you can mint up and also add to your kind of like kit of you know, I wish we had more ways to prove our authenticity. I've just been recently dealing with my Twitter account of, you know, many years getting banned.
Oh wow,
I guess
yeah,
because of a bunch of impersonators, and it's just like, it's rugged. Yeah, it's terrible.
man. Yeah, one person also brought up the point of, you know, they're going to use another account because they don't want to associate their bank account with their other account online, which the majority of us, especially in the region field, we don't
Right.
have a problem with that, you know. Most of us are doxxed. So,
Yeah. It's good for people to um, not necessarily have to dox and connect all their accounts accounts if they want to keep that. And just peeking over at the live chat here. Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
great to have you over and get to share a little bit about it.
Yeah, Giveth is definitely cooking up some awesome things. I think the raffle is a fun experiment. They're only doing it with half of the givebacks, I believe. So, only 50% of what they're actually doing. So some are still going out. And if people don't like it, we'll vote on it next month and we'll change
Right?
it.
That's the great thing about DAOs is that you can try stuff like this and sometimes it might work beautifully. And you're like, oh my God, we reached more people and there's like more coming in. This is working. And other times it might be, like, oh well, there was an issue we didn't really foresee. And so it upset, this portion of the community. And you can make a proposal and put it back up for a vote and either fine tune or swap things back. And yeah, it would just be I'm glad to hear that you guys are, working on other verifications and stuff because it's just, I think it's such a awesome project. It would be really great to have more people know about it, and then just to have a nice, easy flow to be able, because if you're only given, a couple bucks or $5 or something, you're like, oh man, I only have a few bucks of like whatever this coin I was going to give anyways, so I'm just hopping out, even though I got like kind of a third of the way in, but it's like, oh, I haven't done this yet, and whatever. I'm going for dinner in a few minutes, whatever it is. I think we just lose people on that. So great to have other options or streamlined options for getting people all the way in and verified and being able to
Yeah. Yeah, that's sort of what we're trying to
get the
figure out, right?
rewards as well as give.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
figure that part with hand protocol. Hand stands for holistic approach to nurture and develop.
Oh,
So,
cool.
which of course holistic, some synonyms could be some synonyms, not synonyms, could be complete or integrated. Um, so we're really integrating with charities, impact organizations, just anybody trying to do something positive. If we have the bandwidth or the
Hmm.
resources, we want to help you. So we want to get paid by others to help others for free, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We want to provide you these resources for free so that we can grow y'all, and we're really fortunate, or I'm very fortunate, just to say on the past. I'm fortunate to be in the back office with Giveth and to see their team function, and just it's so inspiring, especially when people are in calls and you give praise, and just people just love what they're doing. That's what I love being a part of when it comes to any type of work scenario where I don't feel like I'm working because
Yeah,
I love
dude.
it. And
So
and so with
awesome.
so, so with Ham Protocol, Jose um, nominated Laboso and a few others, and started working with Laboso, and he told me that they needed a latrine. They're in, they might get shut down before school starts. And
Mm,
and my birthday's on school, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take every dollar I would have spent on my birthday, so I'm gonna try and put it towards latrine or
uh,
um, and other people have donated. It's just been awesome to have friends donate small amounts, and not really advertising it to everyone just yet, not launching Hand Protocol just yet, but organically growing with everyone. And we have like 4 full-time people, and then we're working with NFT projects and everyone. It's really beautiful. I'm scared of like the highs and the lows right now because there's so many good
right.
things happening. I'm like, oh no, but I don't need to be worried about that. I just need to keep pushing. And so
Yeah,
so with
totally.
so with Laboso, we almost got the latrine finished, and we haven't even launched the protocol. So I find that
That's
to be a
awesome.
success. We're also working with animal
Yeah,
welfare in
absolutely.
South Africa, onboarding them into Web3, not necessarily onboarding them, but just representing them as an ambassador. And but
Nice.
that's definitely what we need more too, is like more like bringing in real solid organizations in 501c3 or other international organizations, and then really just have a flow of Web3 into their organization. But of course,
Totally.
it's very tricky with charities, right? They don't want to mess with crypto because it makes their name look bad, because charities are already
Right.
looking bad half the time. So to in people's eyes.
Well, hopefully they get, with able to talk to somebody like you, they're going to be able to see the real positive side of crypto. And no, it's not all for like scams or like drug lords or terrorists that and maybe the politics will also change on that, the outlook hopefully, like there's more pressure on both sides kind of to like somewhat
Yeah.
adopt, be like, okay, crypto isn't bad, we're gonna have to look at this, there's opportunities here and da da da. So the tone is changing a little bit in the public like sentiment. Hopefully that continues. Because yeah, I mean, even just for something as little as us over here at Token Smart and supporting Jose in the early days, like just doing little concerts with a tip jar out to see where there's actually a system in place that can effectively work to get some funds for public goods down there, and to see the Watuha University of Ancestral Knowledge starting to be built, and like these, it's just like it's really inspiring to
Yeah,
have
for
these
sure.
touch points with you guys.
Yeah, the biggest thing is to keep it simple sometimes, right? I get so
Right.
excited, I'll start stuttering if I'm too excited. I'll talk about quadratic funding and how Group A and Group B, and so
Dude,
I've
it's
been
so
working on it
crazy.
though. I've been working on I've been
Oh
working on
yeah.
people, and I've even thought of joining a charity and doing cold calls for them just to work on cold
Mm,
calls for
right.
quality projects, right? Because if I'm not a big enough amplifier, or ambassador for these projects, then what am I doing other than
And and you'd talk to like so many, like doing that, just cold calling, you'd have so many different like kind of perspectives that you'd polish like how you can explain it in different ways. Yeah, I'd probably totally be actually useful. Like you could think of it as just like, oh, that would just must be a giant waste of time, but actually, yeah, that'd be like super training.
And also a big part of this is marketing, right? So we're going to be doing a lot of media. That's a big
Hmm.
point that we're focusing on for people because they don't have good enough media, right? If you
Yep.
don't have TikTok, you don't have this presentation, people are like, they don't know how to really fill out your organization that way, right? How they do most people.
Yep.
So we're going to be doing a lot of that, and I believe I'll be doing a lot of traveling because I like to be involved
Cool.
in a lot of the teaching and just like the grassroots of some of these communities that we're working with. And yeah, man, I'm just super excited, and I'm so blessed to have
Man,
friends like Jose and you and Felons and everybody here. So we've all been
love
we've
it.
all
I
been
might.
steady in this community, and so I love you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
great.
I love the getting to travel and teach is one of my passions for sure. In the early days, what to 2020, I think it was when we went down, maybe it was 2021, down to we were calling it Key to Crypto. And we were actually the first people to do a like onboarding event down in Colombia. We went down to Medellin
Nice,
and
yeah.
we did like a week long little like courses, and then ended with like a weekend art party and like music and skate ramp and street art and fashion and all sorts of stuff, and just got a bunch of people opening up their be able to create their wallets and figure out how to use OpenSea and mint a lazy NFT. And after
Yeah,
that, we
love
got invited to La BitConf El Salvador. Yeah, it was 2021.
oh yeah,
And
for
hit
sure.
Mexico, and just like it was killer. It was just like we were just this onboarding machine. And it was just so rewarding to like be able to spend, that couple days kind of with a group of people, and like you see the light turn on kind of in their eyes at different times, like it clicks and they're like, wait, I can do this and that. Oh, damn, like I want to do this.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's
awesome.
awesome to see taking that and then pushing it towards the social goods. So yeah, nice
Yeah,
work.
yeah. I think one of the biggest or the biggest memorable moments of teaching, because I love teaching youth and adults just as well, but youth, it's that whole like it's the still the imagination aspect for most. Um,
Right.
was in Puerto Rico. I taught fifth grade uh, church school,
Awesome.
Bible, and it was just amazing to see. It was totally different than America when it was just like who wants to pray? Every hand went up. In America, it's like who wants to pray? I'm shy.
People
You
are like
know,
embarrassed or
yeah, I'm
yeah,
shy. And that's
yeah.
just America in general. Usually, it's like just like in submissiveness. But
Right. Trippy. Yeah.
It was amazing. Yeah. We still have a lot of work to do, and
Indeed.
the regenerative, the refi, it's popping right now. The public goods, it's popping, and I'm really
Love
excited to
to
be a
see.
part of it in this time. I started a business in 2019, but it was based on leveraging trades for passive donations where the charities were basically the validators, right? So every
Mm,
time a trade happened, you could say which validator node you wanted to use, and it's a way of passive donation. The problem we've seen with
that's
that
cool.
is the only passive donation that's working right now is Open Dollar or sorry, Glow Dollar. Glow
Mm,
Dollar, it's a stable coin where when you hold it, they buy fiat with it and they make money off the fiat and that goes to public goods and it stays a stable coin, right? So you have no risk. You have no volatility risk with holding this coin and, staking it
right.
basically. You stake it in your wallet by just holding it. And so they're making some really, really big moves and their team's pretty awesome. They're growing pretty big.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah. So, but thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Oh, absolute pleasure. Anytime, that you got stuff coming up, come on, jump over and keep us up to date. And yeah, absolutely, just love what you're doing. And yeah, getting down to get more involved as well. I'm in entering a little transitional phase myself with the works and whatnot. Gonna try and get this social media stuff worked out somehow, and then kind of dive headlong back into things. But yeah, going to be
I'm rooting
jumping
for you,
over
man.
to the purple new with the Twitter bans going.
Are you jumping over to the purple? Yeah, I'm really glad I got
Yeah,
engaged with Farcaster. I wish I would have got a little more engaged earlier, but I was a Lens Maxi. I think a lot of us were
yeah,
a Lens Maxi. But there's
yeah.
just not
It's
a regenerative
it.
community on Lens, unfortunately. And I
Mm,
started off Hand Protocol with the intent to provide that, but I've noticed that when I do provide that for singular networks or, just focus on one with the main mission, I end up doing a lot of work that either doesn't get recognized or doesn't, help out at all, doesn't have
right.
any impact.
Yeah,
So,
and that's tough to like
and
pour all
we're
your heart and
not,
soul and time
yeah,
into it. Yeah, like
yeah,
you're
we're
like
not a
this
maxi
is
on anything when
something.
it comes to making public goods happen, right? When it comes to making impact
Yeah,
in a positive way, we will go pick up the money from another country, figure out how to whatever you want. Well, that's like when people want money and they're like, "Oh, but I only accept
totally.
it in this form." It's either because you're doing a marketing plan or you just really don't want money. So,
Right. Yep.
and with
Good to be
it's
agnostic.
crazy how it's crazy how it can make an impact. So, I'm excited to see how this quadratic funding round goes and we're gonna do Octant the next round, and Octant's really making some big moves too. So appreciate what they're doing.
Yeah. We're getting ready for a deep dive into Octant over here on the corner soon too. So yeah, I'd love to have, all these dots
Let's get James
connecting.
over here
And yeah, well that's
and
the
then do a
plan. That's
token.
the plan.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
yeah, token smart Octant. I love it.
totally. Yeah. So yeah, we're connecting the dots. And yeah, I mean the quadratic funding is just it seems like the magic sauce. And I know there's a lot of math behind that magic sauce, but it seems like it's very powerful tool.
Yeah, yeah, and then also the big thing to remember with Giveth, I think Jose might have spoken on one point of this, but the the minimum that they have now is $5 for the raffle. Um, but also when it comes to quadratic funding, it has a bigger impact whenever you donate to at least 3 projects, right? So if you're
Yeah,
trying to
that's
donate to one one project and give them the majority of your money, donate at least to 2 other projects for, $5.
yeah, that's key. I did I think the first round I did for Jose, I missed that opportunity just because I had like procrastinated till the last minute. But the last round I was on it and I went through and found a couple other cool projects to throw $5 at here and there. And yeah, I think that's cool. It kind of makes you like look at what else is going on. Like if you have, you go over to support a friend instead of just popping in and supporting them. You're like, oh wow, this is actually a really cool project in this other country that now I'm aware of. So I
Yeah,
like
you're
it.
forced to care a little bit. I like it.
Yeah, totally, totally.
Which is the tricky part. That's that quadratic. That's the mechanisms to civil resistance almost, right? Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, we're gonna do some really good, and hopefully we'll make a ton of money and be able to hire a lot of people that's already here in the scene and keep Dottie in the scene, especially people making and staying here for a long time. Do some retro funding.
Awesome. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Love, yeah, would love to see to be able to expand the team in a lot of areas, but of course being able to plant seeds like having little crews or a pair of people that are going to this country, that country to be on the ground. It does make such a strong difference, I think, when you can connect with people in person for
Yeah,
those,
have you heard of
even if
tree
it's just
gens?
yeah, a little bit
Mm.
through Jose, and I know I'm following them.
We definitely got
Well,
to
I
get
guess now
Jimmy.
only over
We
on
got to get
Twitter.
Jimmy
Yeah,
on the on the Token Smart. He's a he's a ball of energy.
nice, nice. Well, yeah, we should do. Yeah, we should totally do. Bring in Octant, bring James from Octant, you, Tree Gens, and just like do like a Token Smart.
Region Summit.
Smorgasbord. Yeah, Regen Summit. Totally, totally. That would be awesome. And yeah, pick a date a little bit out so that everybody has the time and flexibility, and just try and get a bunch of the OGs that have been around for years that would connect with this, and may have because a lot of people have worked with different sort of charities and stuff over the years, and like you said, it's tough, and there's sort of that negative um like little cloud around like some people's experience with like working with charities and stuff, because not all the time it doesn't go exactly right, or funds don't always get to the people. But the way you guys are doing it, it's so awesome that I think bringing some of the Token Smart OGs that have been around for years, and letting them know about a really actually solid way to do it could be beneficial for all.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's
So
time to
yeah,
cook
I
for
love that.
sure. It's time to cook.
Yeah,
Public goods is such a broad spectrum,
totally.
doesn't it doesn't have to be charity, doesn't have to be nonprofit. So, um, and
Yeah,
there's been
yeah.
so
So
much
many
public goods,
aspects.
like Token Smart should get retro funding for public goods, I believe. You know, they're
Totally.
providing the service for so
From
long. So
and from the early days too. I mean, we were doing like we were buying and selling NFTs literally to like load up. Oh God, who was it? He's a skater, and back in like 2019, 2020, we were doing he'd fill up his truck with like his little pickup truck with food from money he raised here and like Token Smart, and then just go deliver it. And it was sort of
love it.
like that was the verification, was like tweets of him out like giving people lunches and dinners and stuff. So yeah, there's definitely the spirit has been here for a long time. We just, the systems weren't in place, and now they're finally getting there, ready to crank.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. There's so much tooling on Ethereum. Um, but yeah, no, that's the tricky part too. Like, how do you verify without, taking advantage? Because in some countries it's
Hmm.
just normal, right? It's you see people posing for pictures all the time. They're like, "Yo, just pose. Like we're getting some
Right.
money. We're gonna eat tonight. Pose." You know. And
Yep.
it's sad it has to be like that. But in other countries, I had this confliction or this inner conflict when I got on Steemit and I wrote a proposal for an animal welfare, like a social animal welfare where we vote. I was trying to create DAOs when I first got into crypto and do social experiments all the time, mainly for charity, which people don't want to do. Charity is just not sexy. Just not sexy. Welfare is not sexy. Um, let's make it sexy again. So, but where was I going with that? Um,
Oh, the
But if
animal.
so is my cousin,
Um,
I was talking about getting funding for food for his dog for my cousin, but also he has so much pride that, like so many people have so much pride they're not going to accept money from you. Like that, so it's like without going through
totally.
their pride and asking them for their permission and exposing them and saying, "Can I use your name for this and prove that I give you the food and stuff?" So that's the tricky part. Now, of course, it's easier to be like, let's go out and give it to this. We gave it to this foundation, and we know they do good, So
Right.
that's gonna be
Yeah.
the
So
interesting
yeah,
part
well,
is
not
really onboarding those legit corporations that are doing great, 501c for public goods, solid public goods services into Web3. That's gonna be exciting.
yeah,
I mean,
and I
wait,
think
wait, and the latrine is going to be awesome, and getting, everything else is very exciting. But
yeah.
when it comes to what do we provide for the ETH ecosystem or the Web3 ecosystem, that's what you also, people want to hear what you focus on about that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think the spectrum swings pretty far from being able to get some of the bigger corporate charities involved, and then on the like far other end of the spectrum, the latrine, the small community, making a difference on the ground, even if it's yeah, a bathroom.
Right. Like I feel like we
That
can
makes
just
a
mic
huge
drop
difference
already.
for
It's
a
like we've already
community
done it.
center. Like,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
we already
So
did. We
it
got the
like,
spectrum. Our MVP is there. We don't have to convince people that we're trying to do this. We did it
mhm.
already. Let's go. So I love it.
Yeah,
And so many people are
being
excited
able
about
to
it too.
have
So happy.
totally being able to have an impact, in small communities in a way where, hey, we get to keep our little public library open because it had to have XYZ redone, or the garden, or the sports center, or like there's so many opportunities like that, I think, and that you guys are already kind of the proof is in the pudding with some of these smaller projects. So it's like getting people aware in the on their level of the small community is I see just as important, although not as maybe impactful in the overall amount of people that would be aware of it once you get like a couple of big boys involved.
Yeah. Yeah, and I definitely feel like once we impact others' lives, it's just a trickle effect. That's the only like scalable resource or way I see this. Because a
Right.
lot of this process when it comes to, well, either way, when it comes to someone that's not good with computers or someone that's not good with computers, because right, that's the whole reason why we're helping them usually. Um,
Right.
but holding someone's hand like that, it's tough. Like spending 9 hours trying to format a page because you don't have access to somebody's, that's a lot of work. So the overhead for
Right.
that, nobody wants to do it. Um, so when I think about it, it's really we want to, take on projects that pay it forward, of course, you know. And of course, when it
Totally.
comes to projects like the animal welfare in South Africa, um, they already, they take care of 250 animals on daily. They're doing outreach. They're working on a vet clinic, and they only have a deficit about $60,000, which is still a lot. But with quadratic funding, we could probably do that in a quarter of the year. So
Right. Yeah, that's impressive.
yeah. So, but luckily they have
Nice
other
work.
assistants. Yeah, yeah, we're kicking it. Anyway, I'm talking too much.
Oh no, not at all. This is all freaking awesome. And we are, I think, we're probably live on the Twitters and the Unlonelys and the YouTubes. If anybody's out there listening, we're glad to have you listening. And join us. Token Smart Discord
Yeah,
Yeah.
for,
definitely.
I bet, some live music coming.
I was definitely vibing on everything you had to say, Co. So
Thanks,
appreciate you.
brother.
Yeah,
I
going
know I was
through
about
all.
to go into tree gens, and Jimmy, you know about tree gens, right, felons? A little bit. No.
Don't think so. Tree gens,
Yeah.
as in
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Sorry.
Homie has planted a ridiculous amount of trees. If I'm thinking of the right. Oh yeah, I got a I think I got an email from Tree Gens. Maybe it was an email, and they're like, "Look, this is like your tree," and it like showed it was like tree number like 5 or like 57,194. I don't know. There was a lot of trees. But I had it like showed a little video of them putting the little the little clipped little like stake that they're just going down, planting these stakes, these little clippings, little tree clippings in the ground. And yeah, so it even, it's like this was, this one's for you. That was pretty
That's
cool.
dope. Yeah, that's interesting, right?
Yeah.
So Jimmy's
Yeah.
got the world record of tree planting in 24 hours. And then he's just all over Africa and Latin America and all over the place in communities plant trees, but their product essentially is like an AI app, and you take a picture of the tree when you first plant it, and then 6 months later you take another video, or you take a video of it, and then you take another video of it, and their app has AI essentially, or some sort of recognition system, and it detects its growth and other things. And then after like 12 months, I think, is when it mints a token. You mint a mangrove token. So that's the only way to get mangrove tokens.
So rad.
So you can't
So
buy them,
rad,
you can't
dude.
stake them, or can't mint it, or yeah, you have to plant trees to get them. So
Proof
very
of
interesting,
tree,
and
baby.
I've already linked up with him a little bit. One of his friends knows our friend in Hawa Bay, Africa,
Nice.
or Kenya. So just linking up, being a bridge builder. We don't have enough bridge builders
Totally.
sometimes. Um,
Yep.
but also we don't have enough people in region or that are doing good things. So the merrier. So if you want to help
Totally.
anyway, anybody listening out there in the ethereal, just do it. Just go help.
You will.
Or also come to
Yeah.
discord.handprotocol.org.
There you go.
Anyway, all
Probably
right.
need
Well, I'm
to
gonna
hop in
jump
there.
out of here, guys.
Right on. Really appreciate you jumping up with us and giving all
My
the awesome
pleasure. I've got a
updates. And
huge
yeah,
smile on my
let's
face now.
nice. We'll connect in the back ends some, and we'll start working on this summit with a little bit of music thrown in here or there, something to
Love
liven
it.
it up. So we're not just like jabber jawing. We'll get, I'm sure, Jose fell, and we'll get some rappers over here and stuff too. We'll make it a party.
You already know. Hey, gents, y'all have a good
Awesome.
one. Toka smart.
You too. Whoop, whoop.
Later,
So either
fellas. Later,
slapping
Jose.
Nice.
drums or slapping beats.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
let's hit the slapping beats, guys. Yeah. See you, Cole.
Nice. Gotta
Peace
love
out.
it, dude. So awesome. Definitely super stoked that Coach jumped over, revitalizing me. I was sort of earlier today when I was like, what? They took my Twitter again, and I just like put down on my devices and I went out and I weeded in the garden and took a little walk, and I was like, okay, more forced vacation. Now I'm just like super hyped. So nice. Oh, the other thing that was really cool, that's got me a little hyped, was from the whip this last Thursday. What's it called again? I'll have to check my notes because I can't check my Twitter. Let's see, whip from Thursday. Ooh, I never did play the sandbox game.
Digital
It
food.
was, oh yeah, NFT Studios, good old Leandro from Crypto Motors, super OG, and a couple of other peeps working on, I think it was like homies from Bill Tree and Leandro, NFT Studios. They're going to be launching pretty soon. And believe like a protocol kind of to be able to like, get all your contracts right and super, there's token governance, tokenomics, whole shebang. We'll be finding out more as they launch soon here. But that was also something I was like, oh, nice. Some OG is doing something cool.
Yeah,
More
definitely
focused on
drop the
art
link.
and stuff.
Drop the link in live chat.
Okay, let me grab. It was, yeah. Those, there's a couple links coming your way here. chat. There they is. Yeah. Cool. Anybody wanna play a tune? Switch the vibe up a little?
Hey, I'm super down to play. Just that I need one string.
How's
Well,
your,
I
how's your
have one
guitars?
string that is not there,
Oh man.
but
I
I
forgot
can
about
play. I can
that.
play like that. We had some jungle issues. Vanessa's guitar suffered, so she needs to fix it. One of the in Spanish the name is varillas. Dentro de la guitarra se desprendió una varilla.
A
That is
little
like a
spanner.
piece. It's a piece that it's inside the guitar bass, and it's basically one of the ones that helps the sound to be that beautiful.
For
So
resonance. Yeah, yeah.
yes, so it's a bit detached. So we need at least the glue and the materials to make it by ourselves. I think that we can do
Mm-hmm.
it because it's a subtle detachment. It's not something that huge, I think.
Right.
So if we have the right glue, I think that we can make it here.
Right.
And my guitar got the string out, yeah, in the middle of the jungle, and yeah, we stopped playing it with that like the first days in the jungle, and it started smelling like a mushroom. The guitar, the humidity there is so much, yeah. But yeah, I can play. Let me go grab it and tune in, tune it.
Cool. I guess what I just saw a little headline or something today that Brazil, I think, banned Twitter like all throughout. And like put some like giant ridiculous fine, like thousands of dollars of fine if you like get caught using a VPN. So that was interesting. Sucks for Brazilians that have to use Twitter for anything. Um,
Yeah. They were chasing down Elon himself, supposedly.
oh yeah, they
Yeah.
want Elon to. They're mad about some tweets. I mean that's
I
kind of
think
funny,
he
but
he was the one that violated it, whatever rule they had.
that
So high entertainment. Well,
is wild. I mean, God, was like it seems kind of maybe overkill.
oh yeah. Well, are they trying to quash rebellion or what? What's their
Well, yeah, they're
ultimate?
like, oh, there's misinformation and like dissonance or whatever. Yeah, China style, just block the whole thing in the whole country.
Staggering. Well, I hope things are okay for you in the land of Caracas there, Jose. I don't know what you're dealing with these days. It's a little more or less back to normal, or are you still dealing with food issues?
Well, we returned from the jungle, so we have 2 weeks of not knowing what was this
Right.
like
Hmm.
issues here. We returned and we had a blackout of an entire day of no
Oh,
power,
that's right.
and then we have
Uh-oh.
I lost them.
No blackouts now, please.
Of course, yeah, right when he says blackout. I mean,
Right.
yeah, of course. And we can't I'm gonna say we lost you, Jose. But yeah, like that was the wrong Jose, Joseph Tiger. Um at this point he was just starting to explain. So the power could go out for 12 12 or 24 hours down there sometimes, without any necessarily like, you know, political upheaval. So I wonder if, um, if it was something where he might think it's just, oh, it's just a bigger than normal power out, or if it's because, people aren't necessarily going to work to run the power plant, or people are blocking the streets, so workers going to get there. Or we'll see if he sees my tag. This is what I'll do. I'm gonna.
Obligatoria.
Okay.
Oh,
Can
you're
hear
back.
me?
You're back.
Sorry.
When you said blackout, it cut you off.
Yeah, so yeah, in our case our situation is kind of critic. We need to like pay the house, and everything have been like quite messy, so we have to move with that. We are both looking here and there work opportunities, creating our own work opportunities, and yeah,
Mhm.
looking these Web3 opportunities as well. Look like in 10 days we are gonna get some funding in our way, but we need like some immediately like solution for the housing. So and yeah, all of this like internet and blackout, like all of that have been like quite messy locally to move, and like the people here in the city is quite alarmed. We must say that we don't feel that way because we just returned from the jungle and everything was like
Mhm.
a disconnection, and like other thing, like relieving,
Right.
like super
You're
healing.
coming back
But
like peaceful, and everybody else is like, oh, the last 2 weeks were like
yeah,
extra stressed.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. It's like people in the streets doesn't match my vibe. So it's like pretty complex these days. I will say we are still facing complex days. Politically, there's a lot of things happening, but there's a lot of Twitter is banned from Venezuela already, too. Brazil is on the list now, but we have been somehow we had like those type of things. So I have been really focused on Warpcast, on Favor. That's because of that,
Oh, yeah.
So I'm trying just not to think about it and just like
Nice.
move it. Somehow I feel like I travel back again to 2017. That's how I feel
Mhm.
actually. Like if I'm getting again for the first time in crypto, and if hyperinflation is knocking my door, and I'm like starting from zero. I feel like something like that, but somehow like I
Yeah.
have more tools, and there's the good thing about feeling like 2017 is that a couple months after that, all the tokens were super pumped.
Mhm.
So
Let's hope. Fingers
maybe
crossed.
maybe I'm feeling like this because 9 months from now we will be rich. That's my
Yeah.
trading. That's my trading. Yeah. I believe so.
Nice.
Maybe because why I would feel like in 2017 again if it wasn't because we are facing the same shit moment, like a similar
Right.
crisis, and all of this will develop into I don't know what. I
It
hope
really
something
is
good.
cyclical. So yeah,
But
I hope that
yeah,
I.
sorry. I was going to
Oh, yeah.
say that what we shared the other day about like the United Nations doing DAOs and allowing communities to earn from crypto and all this energy from grants and like quadratic funding. It's like, even though that the tokens are down, I think I never experienced like this much like independence. Uh,
Mm.
because yes, I have been always working on DAOs and doing stuff on these DAOs, but it was always like things I was like paid to do. But right
Mhm.
now, it's like I'm following the progress of the things that I care more than getting
Nice.
paid to do a work. It's like I'm having progress on the things that I care, and I have been having like the same support that if I was working on a company. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's not like I'm doing great trades. I have never did a great trade in my life. Only the
Yeah.
cards of Splinterlands because I was super lucky. But you know,
Mhm.
I'm just trying to learn how to do work that translate into community and into um, yeah, like opportunities of intercultural exchange and therefore money, of course, but you know, quality money or quality relationships, quality life.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I think it's more rewarding to be able to work on things that you just really care about. And if you can somehow squeeze similar economics out of that versus working for like a company or a DAO, that's pretty ideal. You had mentioned the favor thing. Do you want to talk about that a little?
Sure thing. So the other day, I think it was Sunday, we had a space with a Spanish music community. In that community, I have made like tutorials, Twitter Spaces. Like it's a open community and everybody can host. And
Cool.
so one of the founders get in contact with Favor, and they arranged something where they were able to get some um, like it's called creator program basically. So
Hmm.
they show us the Favor platform, and they told us about this creator program where basically um, they were like uh, giving us the opportunity to have uh, how do I say it, like a verified role, like a purple check. Actually, it's the purple check, and
Right.
if we get
Okay.
that purple check on Favor, basically we will get some boost into the platform, and they are going to give an airdrop soon. So if we get the purple check, we can farm that airdrop that is coming on, and they gave us permission to share this link with our friends if we believe
Nice.
they are good content creators. So Felons, Easy, Trislit, Dragonade, if you want like to grind some content and do it on Favor, maybe there can be some opportunities. I can send you the form if you like. Yeah, that can be a thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a favor from before, so I think I'm probably going to be setting up fresh. Um, but yeah, definitely, I want to take the opportunity to try and hop over there, and if there's, a drop coming, and if there's people that are, looking at the content, then that could be definitely a positive movement.
Should we do some music then? I have the guitar
Yeah,
here. I need a string. We don't need it at the same time. Let's see how it
we
goes.
don't need it.
I can make up for it.
Sorry, what? Felons?
I can make up for that extra string. Just give me the note once in a while that I have to play. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
we can have some synchro. You just have to play that note.
No, you go ahead, and I'll play after you.
So, this is the guitar. A veces me aferro tanto a los momentos que cuando se acaban me causan dolor. Ese es mi karma de tanto soñar. Que el tiempo todo lo cambia. es transformación, que el tiempo es una distancia que cambia la percepción. Tu frío quítamelo, no me entregues nada. La eterna madrugada nos mira en un rincón. Bailaba sin distracción la canción de la muerte. Nuestro código inherente también se hizo canción. Tanto talento que tienen tus ojos tardíos. Muero de risa con todos tus juegos mentales. El argumento más denso ahora es la brisa de tus valores tan tiernos y tan siderales. Canto y conecto los puntos a tiempo con rimas. Y tú no sabes de dónde van mis disparates. ¿Qué manifiestos te quito en los medios días? Que dan color de mi esencia a tus realidades. Transformación, el tiempo es una distancia que cambia la percepción. Y a veces despierto en plena madrugada, como pidiendo a gritos un color, una tonalidad más clara, que luces también color y notas musicales o signos zodiacales. El arte es un motor. Tu frío quítamelo, no me entregues nada. La eterna madrugada nos mira en un rincón. Bailaba sin distracción la canción de la muerte. Nuestro código inherente también se hizo canción. Tanto talento que tienen tus ojos tardíos. Muero de risa con todos tus juegos mentales. El argumento más denso ahora es la brisa. Que tus valores tan tiernos y tan siderales. Canto y conecto los puntos a tiempo con rimas. Y tú no sabes de dónde van mis disparates. Que manifiesto seguido en los medios días. Que dan color de mi esencia a tus realidades. I want to try this one. I want to try this one. Especially because how do I rely on that note, on that string? Mando bendiciones a larga distancia. Es lo que me tiene las manos cargadas. Lo que mueva el mundo será tu energía. Esa es la verdad que te estaba escondida. Mando bendiciones a larga distancia. Es lo que me tiene las manos cargadas. Lo que mueva el mundo será tu energía. Esa es la verdad que te estaba escondida. Todo lo que siento es pura vibración. Todo lo que siento es pura vibración. Todo lo que siento es pura vibración, pura vibración, pura vibración. Todo lo que siento es pura vibración. Todo lo que siento es pura vibración, pura vibración. Todo lo que siento es pura vibración. Todo lo que siento es pura vibración, pura vibración, pura vibración. Todo lo que siento es pura vibración. Brindo a tu salud, salud. Tú por tu actitud. Cool como un dark blues. Como el cielo azul, azul, azul. Mando bendiciones a larga distancia. Es lo que me tiene las manos cargadas de música bonita. Lo que mueva el mundo será tu energía. Y esa es la verdad que te estaba escondida para tu armonía. Todo lo que siento es pura vibración, pura vibración, pura vibración. Todo lo que siento es pura vibración. Todo lo que siento es pura vibración. Todo lo que siento es pura vibración.
Woo!
Un poco loco ahí.
Woo-hoo!
Woo, woo, woo.
Still sounded great.
Yeah, it's funny how the high E does not get in the way when it's not there.
It's not there, right? Yeah, and I think that it's like I feel the obligation to like maybe play more with the rhythm because I don't have that pitch. Like that another dimension has like to cover that like void.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Void is a good word, man.
Will you play a song for us tonight, fellas?
Most certainly.
Woo.
What would you like to hear? Well, let me try something new. You know, you always
Something
Yeah.
with a void.
yeah, avoid. Let me see. Okay, let me just do my tuning really quick. You know, let me just go on mute.
Tuning is not part of the show. Have to imagine the twin.
Hey, felons, you know that I have been asking for like, guys. The first thing I said in the show was like, I need some likes in the Warpcast, and when I was telling that, looks like the rewards I was going to be able to claim it was like 0.26 ETH, 0.29 ETH, but now
What
that
is going on?
felons give me a like, that went to 0.34.
Nice. Yeah, I think I had
34,
already
wow.
liked it.
0.34 ETH. But
Man,
I have to tell you that if in the next days other people gets likes from Octane holders and
Right.
stuff,
Yeah,
that will change. So you know how
that
it is.
happened
Hopefully you
last
can get-
time with the
yeah.
Give It. I know.
well, hopefully you can get more
Yeah.
too. So if you can stack a couple more, if you could get it like over the next 2 days to where it goes up to like, 0.9 ETH, then in that last like scramble, maybe, you still could pull like half an ETH, which is, well over $1,000. That'd be
That
nice.
will be amazing, Easy. That will be amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm aiming to that. So I have been doing
Oh, I think we lost him again.
No, I'm back. I had to turn off Yes.
No, I mean Jose. Jose was just
Oh.
talking and I lost him.
Oh, crud.
Or was that my? Could have been my internet. I have a feeling it might have been his internet.
Yeah, no, it's not yours. You're still here. You're not even roboting.
Yeah, I'm still here, fully here.
There's the new horn.
That is nowhere near as satisfying.
I know it's almost like a little bitchy horn. It's not even. It doesn't
Yeah,
have.
it's like they put a fucking Prius horn on a train.
Just about.
Like, come on, just you could keep it like smart train and everything. You don't gotta change the horn. Don't do that. Jesus.
Well, no,
Whatever.
it
What is
went
the
from
world coming to?
asshole horn to bitchy horn. So I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know. I prefer just the big old, asshole trucker horn than the little bitchy one.
well,
That's for sure.
actually, we'll celebrate the times when the Southern Pacific comes in because they'll never get rid
Yeah,
of it.
there you go.
The big fat diesel that
Good
comes
old
in and
Southern Pacific.
destroys everything. Jose, you're back. We were missing you. You disappeared. And he's disappeared again. Dang it. I guess
Riding that train.
can you hear us? Drop it, type something in live chat if you can hear us, because we can't hear you.
I see something. A link. Rounds. WTF.
Yeah, let's click on
Octane
that.
Purple.
Get ourselves purple retroactive public goods funding. What?
Dude.
Dun,
Oh
dun.
yeah. Retro, my
Yeah,
what
the
the
whole-
fuck.
Discover. On-chain summer shop by rounds. Wow, the reward pool.
I guess I should just start over on Farcaster.
Base
I
create.
wanted to. We had talked about starting on a show on Farcaster early when it first opened. Should have jumped on that. I was busy with paid work and stuff, but that's. I think maybe we should try and take. Do I do like a? I could do like an Easy Street. Easy Street could come back to life on Farcaster. That's not a bad.
So how do I participate in a round?
I think you just go to that link and then you would make a cast with the retro PGF hashtag and say, hey y'all, I've been doing music concerts and this and that for last couple of years here, and you tell what your public kind of good was.
NFT Music Hall. Like
Yeah.
how to participate in this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's like this. You will have to put the retro PGF hashtag I put in mine. Check
Yep.
the mine as an example. And then you will talk about NFT Music Hall and about how you have made more than 50 podcasts with emerging artists without charging them nothing and doing this for the love of art. And you can tag us all, like that will be so amazing. So if you want to participate, you can check more examples here, felons. If you check the live chat, I shared a link on rounds.whatthefuck.
Yep.
So rounds.whatthefuck, that will show you who else is participating and how much ETH they have got. In the familiar faces, you will see me and Co participating, and you will see other projects. You will see cool stuff.
Familiar faces. Where's familiar faces? Down below. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, right on. Okay. All right. I'll jump on that, man. Did he disappear again?
I think so.
All right. It's he's got spotty
How about a
Wi-Fi.
song?
Here, 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 here. Come on. Well, should I? Actually, I shouldn't play until he's back.
This looks cool though.
He's back.
I
Woo
I
rap
was
woo.
playing
again.
the
I
blues
don't want
because
to
we
take
missed you, man.
I don't want to take much of your time, guys. Like more time. I want to listen to Felons, but I want to show you something. Like this is the person. This person, it's going to claim one full ETH by the end of this round in 10 days. And you know what he did? Token Smart. Boom. I'm going to share with you. So
What?
easy, basically. O sea,
Mhm.
it's like he made 149 episodes of GM Forecaster, shading builders, platforms, and publishing it into YouTube, Twitter, and Lonely with a streamed platform and recording and stuff. Blah 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 blah. It's like the same thing. So basically, I think that Easy. You can talk about Easy's corner, and you can
Yeah.
talk like all these projects we already had. Like for example, we already had Unlonely as a guest here before they were cool on Warpcast. For
But
example,
dude,
Yeah.
Nourish has 63,000 followers in
that's
Yeah.
n-
Whatever.
that's arbitrary. That's totally arbitrary
totally
because the likes
arbitrary.
that are
Okay.
worth, the likes that are worth, are the likes from the people in Noctant. And yeah, and of course like 63, yeah, but I can bet like half of it are bots.
Mhm. Yeah.
What's Adrian's follower count? Where
It's
does
like
that come from?
what
If you look at the
what is what?
if you look at the cast and there's the picture, the image GM Farcaster by the numbers. In the bottom right corner, it says
Eh,
113K and says Adrian's follower count. Is Adrian
that
the
should be like that should be easy in crypto in that GM forecaster show,
right?
like his
Sure,
Yeah.
personal follower count.
totally. All right, easy.
That's what I
Yeah.
will
Put out
like
for you.
assume.
You do yours. I'll
Yeah.
do
I gotta.
NFT Music Hall.
Yeah. I'm
You
gonna. I'm
should
gonna
do
make one up.
both because we have a community onboarded there, and we can channel support for you guys, and we know your content is great, so I think it's a cool moment to position all of us as a community over there.
Yeah.
So I should put it. It should stay on purple, right? Yeah.
It has to be on purple channel. Yes, you have to
Right.
make it on the purple channel and use the hashtag. That are the only two rules. And
Cool.
as an example, you have the GM forecaster one, you have mine, something in the middle, NFT Music Hall.
The only thing is
Nice.
I don't have NFT Music Hall as a profile on Caster, Warpcaster or
No, but
Farcaster.
that's
It's
don't
not.
worry, don't worry.
Yeah.
Just talk that you are the founder, that you made that you have are the social media. You like make it.
Yep. All right, man. I'll work
Yeah,
on
make
it
it
in a little bit.
Yeah, you,
just
you have a couple days.
yeah, I'll take care of it in a little bit. I know what to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You want me to play something?
Oh, please.
Okay. After this, I
Yes.
am going to call it a night though. So I'll
Right on.
play you 2 songs. How's that?
That's really generous of you.
And then I'm gonna cut you off now. Well, let me just give it a run through on the elements. I'm just gonna play it really slow. And that was the elements, my friends. And it was
What a great journey. I think it's the first time that I hear that
Yeah.
song. It was fantastic.
Feeling the elements for sure.
and there was that one string just gave us a big old clam. Aha. So stronger matter.
Keep away from FOMO and follow
Woo!
the vibe.
Oh yeah.
Alright,
It's
alright,
just
alright.
coming out of the guitar tonight, man. Well, my friends,
I
it's
love it.
always good to be with you.
Oh yeah. Peace, love, and
Thank you so
whipsy.
much,
This
guys.
here for Monday night.
Peace, love, and whipsy. Please do your public good post. Try to see how that it's good for Farcaster. I tell you, there's a lot of things that just are so misaligned. I believe Ace Corner and NFT Music Hall are so valuable. So go and participate. And I think I will say goodbye if Felons is saying goodbye too. And see you on the week now that we are having a
Yeah.
company together.
Let's do it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop all of the names, all of the at least the Twitter handles of all the musicians that have played in NFT Music Hall, including yourself, since you were the very
Of
last
course.
showcase,
If
most
you
recent
can,
rather.
I'm pretty sure, Felons, I'm pretty sure that all the musicians that you booked are part of Farcaster and they have a user. So if you
Yeah.
tag them, I will say that's a pretty badass move. Like,
Mhm.
I was here promoting Farcaster before Farcaster existed. Duh.
Mhm.
Duh.
Mhm.
Somewhere I've got an echo. I don't know if it's from me or you, but anyway, this is awesome. I'll work on it right now, guys.
I'm gonna do the same. All right, catch you guys. Hopefully around the metaverses, virtual spaces, and whatnot sometime mañana. Oh
In
yeah,
the
Page
Etherverse.
Dow.
Share.
Oh no, I don't have a Twitter. Shit.
Hasta
Now my
mañana.
Twitter's gone again. All right.
Just,
Well, I'll figure something out. Peace.
Don't worry about Twitter, guys. Don't
yeah,
worry,
stick with
Izzy.
Farcaster.
You are banned. Whole Venezuela is banned.
Yeah, and Brazil now too.
Ridiculous. All right. X is over.
All right. Stay away
Goodbye.
from FOMO. Hodl
Peace.
vibes.
Yep.
Oh, hodl vibes. Peace.
Total.